a result. Hank, you're doing well today?
Yes, sir. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm absolutely phenomenal. We thank you so very much for being here with us in the studio. And our listeners are excited to hear a little bit more about Hank Bilal music, and all the wonderful things that you got going on. Why don't you share that with our listeners at this time?
Well, thing I'm currently working on is an album. I call it The Black Aquarius.
The Black Aquarius.
Yes, that's going to be the name of my album.
Okay.
And for why? Why Aquarius? Because I immediely went to this psychedelic 1970s hippie image of
I
you.
got inspiration from a lot of last year a lot of the superhero movies came out.
Oh gosh, yes.
Whatever, Black Panther, this, that, and the third, the Thanos movie and all that, the Marvel classics.
Marvels and
that's where I got the theme from. My birthday is January 31st. I'm Aquarius, so why not come up with such a creative title?
So you're a superhero.
I feel like all musicians are superheroes.
All right.
Okay.
What's your superpower?
Never heard that before, but
well, music, it does a big thing for people. It heals the soul. It charms people. It can do anything.
Okay.
It can calm a savage beast.
Okay.
So music is a powerful thing. So I think it's definitely a superpower. It's what I do best.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay.
talk to us about Black Aquarius, the project you're working on.
Well, it consists of a few genres of music. When listening to it, you will hear something that reminds you of the New Jack Swing era, the whole Teddy Riley movement. I have something that's similar to that. I have a few covers. I'm doing a cover of Can We Talk, featuring Marcus Anderson. He's a saxophonist for Prince. Well, he was a saxophonist for Prince before he died. And also I'm doing a cover of Encore by Cheryl Lynn. Your love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a cover of that.
Okay.
Also, I'm featuring a few, people that are, some heavy hitters in the music industry.
Awesome.
Featuring guitarist Terrence Young of Columbia, South Carolina. And also featuring the infamous Gerald Albright, saxophonist from decades. In fact, he just
sound old.
Yeah. In fact, he had his 30-year anniversary being a recording artist last year.
Wow.
So
Really?
it's an honor just to work with somebody like him. And just he's actually one of my inspirations in music. So I thought it was an honor for him to give me the approval of having him on my album.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You had mentioned Encore. As quiet as it's kept.
Oh no.
I myself have been known to be a musician extraordinaire. Women used to throw panties up on the stage
No,
and
they
stuff
didn't.
like that. You don't
First of
know
all, you only
this.
played at church. So ain't no church mothers threw no drawers up at the altar. Tell the Lord to forgive you.
To clarify, because some people are just not in the know, the name of the band was entitled New Progressions. We were an R&B band. We did covers, and Encore was one of the songs that we covered.
Wow.
So we would perform live. People would love us, and it was secular music. That was the BC days.
So if there are any former members of New Progression, please dial 877.
In fact, Gordon Chambers, he lives in Brooklyn, New York. He is a Grammy Award-winning songwriter. He wrote Anita Baker's song, I Apologize.
Okay.
He was a member of New Progressions.
Okay.
He has perfect pitch. His instrument of choice is trumpet. I played keys, but he's a writer, he's a producer, he's in Brooklyn, he does music full time. We've interviewed him several times on the Profit and Growth Hour. We've even had him featured here in Charlotte. So he was here, he performed. I think he was here for CIAA a few years ago, and we were able to reconnect then and everything. So we had an absolutely phenomenal time.
Okay.
So yes, there is talent
Hank
among
Bilal.
us.
I was a solo artist and played
Oh,
tambourine
Lord.
on Sunday mornings and Friday Joy Night services, and was often heard in our Fourth Saturday fellowships. Thank you very much.
And what's that thing that you would?
My washboard?
The washboard. Our producer, who's behind the mic, she's washboard extraordinaire.
I know, we both were talking about it. We
Play
played a washboard. I could play the
the
spoons.
Dickens out of a washboard.
My dad taught me how to play the spoons.
How to play the spoons, really?
Absolutely. You give me
Okay.
2 spoons, I promise I can show you. Get the acoustics cupping and everything going.
Okay, so we have a band here already prepared. So the next time you go on the road and you need some support,
Tambourine and
know that
spoons.
we're here for you.
Washboard
That's
in
awesome.
the house.
That's right.
You said you were the all genres of music. We're talking about crossing over. I'm saying throw a beat to that.
We're gonna bring it back to the 1920s when slavery was in existence.
It depends on the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
The lyrics is what will determine whether we went back there or not.
Okay, because they used to use the washboards back then and the buckets and
Oh, absolutely. Oh man, no,
bang
no,
some stones
Joe.
together.
No, Joe. We went to. I was in New Orleans and saw some kids playing, and they were straight up playing on buckets, and they had like rocks and water bottles. I mean, it was.
Seen that in the city.
Jamming.
Yeah,
like,
they were bad.
Oh, it was
I've seen that in
awesome.
the city.
Yeah.
On the street corner, and they sound better than some of the internationally known recording artists that we
With
have
all
today.
of that
I
stuff.
agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Is music these days based upon talent, or is it just based upon who you know?
Who you know, I can say who you know, and also the energy, the energy you put out. Cause I know a lot of musicians that aren't the most talented musicians, but they make a whole lot of money.
Yeah,
they make
jumping
a whole lot
around.
of money. Yeah, they
Literally,
make a whole lot of
jump
money because
around.
people by the end of the day you can sound good, but people want an experience. And they'll rather see the experience than experience the talent sometimes, and that's the reality of it is in the music industry.
Absolutely.
So, family, we're going to go to break, and when we come back from break, we will hear the Hank Bilal mumble rapping experience live on the Profit and Growth Hour. We will see all the energy going forth, so you do not want to go any place because Hank has some mumble rap in him deep down on the inside, and we're going to try to bring that out during the break. You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community.
He's not gonna make you mumble rap. You good?
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you got the flow.
Yeah,
You
I don't
feel
do
you
this
get loose
often.
enough. Anyway, now you get loose because before you were like.